Are you looking for a mobile game to actually hold your attention? Then go check out our MMOByte mobile channel and see if there's anything there that interests you. If not, no problem, I got you covered. This week, we got plenty to satiate your appetite for MMO news. From Astellia Online second closed beta and all of the beta keys we have to give to you guys, to the new medieval sandbox MMO Seconds from Silence, to a brand new VR MMO called Neon Exile, and more. So sit back, close your eyes, go to your happy place, and revel in all the glory that is this week's Weekly Byte of MMORPG news. With their first closed beta out of the way, the team over at Astellia Online have revealed the date for closed beta 2, July 30th. And like with closed beta 1, we have plenty of closed beta keys to give away to a bunch of you lucky viewers. All you need to do to win one is head on over to our website located at MMOByte.tv, which can also be found in the description and the pinned comment, apply using the methods located on the page, and you'll be entered for a chance to get into the beta. The very first closed beta was to test out PvE progression, functionality of the game, and overall performance. Closed beta 2 will test out the PvPvE battleground, the cash shop, and it will roll out a lot of tweaks made in response to player feedback from the first beta. As stated, closed beta 2 will run from July 30th until August 6th, a complete week, so you'll have plenty of time to make use of those keys if you happen to win one. For those of you waiting in anticipation for Caravan Stories PS4 Western release, you'll be a little disheartened to hear that the launch, which was scheduled for July 23rd, has been delayed. Open beta was expected on the 16th, but both open beta and the official release have since suffered delays. The reasoning that has been given is that they are looking to put in additional work as to not have the game launch prematurely. We all know that first impressions are everything, and a poor launch is enough for people to condemn the game forever. Honestly, I would much rather them take the time to touch up whatever issues they're currently having as opposed to rushing their release and giving us a flawed final product. Finally, new Ashes of Creation news, and it's exactly the info you guys were after. Intrepid Studios, the team behind Ashes of Creation, have announced that as they make progress towards Alpha 1, they will be reopening the Apocalypse Battle Royale. Yeah, on August 20th, they plan on testing critical systems and improving the game as a whole. Apocalypse is expected to continue throughout all of August, ending in September. If news of reopening the Battle Royale doesn't get you all excited, then maybe this will. Intrepid have introduced escort missions into the game. Now you can take part in walking alongside a caravan as you walk alongside a caravan. I mean, you know, hey, any info is new info and any content is content, right? This is honestly a new one for me. An MMO I've never even heard of. Seconds from Silence, a medieval sandbox MMO, is opening registration for its very first alpha. Registration is handled via the game's official website, which you can find a link to on our website. How many alpha keys in specific are being given out is currently unknown, and the exact size of the alpha has yet to be announced. But what we do know is that the alpha in question will take place next month in August. When in August is currently unconfirmed, but it's always good to see new games releasing, especially into alpha and beta testing phases. So if you haven't already played through it, then as of Tuesday, July 16th, Square Enix have released the first stage of a player raids in their 5.01 patch. Mrs. Sticks and I have both completed all 4 of the fights for the week, and they were immensely fun to take part in. The new raid brings with it, and there are no spoilers here, new gear to obtain, and new bosses to slay on a weekly basis while waiting for the Savage modes to unlock at the end of this month. So if you're on the way to finishing the story, know that there is new content ready and waiting for you to farm, with more coming at the end of the month. In anime-related news, the AAA-funded MMORPG Blue Protocol not only has their upcoming alpha test slated for next week, but they've also went ahead and released new character creation trailers. And the character creator looks to offer quite a lot in the way of customization. There's some in the background right now, but if you're looking for a detailed character creation video, you'll have to wait until Monday, where I have a brand new Blue Protocol video ready for posting. Man, I really hope that this game is good. Like, you have no idea. It looks so impressive, and it has such I guess a competent developer behind it. I'm not really used to that. I'm aware a lot of you don't play Wizard 101. I don't really play Wizard 101. I've only dabbled in it like one time. But for those of you that do, you'll be happy to know that their summer update featuring the highly anticipated Crab Alley overhaul is currently in testing. Additional improvements come in the way of an overhauled new player experience, providing new players with an updated look at the game instead of, well, you know. So in retrospect, this might actually provide me an incentive to go back into Wizard 101 and see how it's playing currently. You guys should let me know if you're interested in that. Or maybe I should get Mrs. Sticks to do it. Heh. Here's another brand new title, Neon Exile. Not only is it a brand new title I've never heard of, literally ever, but it's also supposedly a persistent VR MMO set in an open world. Yes, you did hear that correctly, a brand new, up-and-coming VR MMO. Their goal? Create a game focused on storytelling that supports thousands of players at any given time. While the game has yet to launch, it is expected to go into early access later this year. From what I can tell, the game allows you to build and survive in a pretty large, open sci-fi environment. It seems more like a multiplayer survival game to me, but at the same time, they promise that it's an MMO that can house thousands of players concurrently. Either way, you know, it looks like it could be fairly interesting. You know what? I honestly do not believe I have ever done a video on this, even though it's existed for a year and a half. Like, I just went ahead, literally just now, and I checked YouTube for any mention of it in my channel, and I came up empty. So, I mean, now that Life is Feudal MMO is going free to play, I figure it's as good a time as any to jump into it and see what it's all about, considering it was, as I mentioned, only released a year and a half ago. Its free-to-play conversion patch is already currently live, and they have various tweaks planned for the coming months in preparation for the influx of new players. So are you guys interested in trying it out, or has that ship already sailed? Fresh off their announcement of an impressive 12 million player total thus far, Phoenix Labs, a team behind Dauntless, announced that as of a couple days ago, their latest update titled Fortune and Glory rolled out. There is plenty in the way of content to partake of, so if you're looking for something a little more dedicated, then it might be better to head on over to the official website. Here is an interesting one. While kind of, but not really an MMO, Path of Titans is being developed with support of up to 200 players concurrently. The game looks like Ark Survival Evolved, and it honestly plays like Ark as well. The difference being that you're able to actually become a dinosaur and, you know, live your life as a dinosaur if you want to. So, yeah. Like in most survival games, you're going to have to forage for food, hunt, and attempt to survive the harsh world you're now stuck in. Honestly, I don't know, like the game, it looks all right. I wouldn't really get too highly invested in it, but it has the potential to, at the very least, be a fun game. One thing worth noting though, and one thing that I guess irks me a little, is that they have plans on making it cross-platform between both PC and mobile devices. What this means is that the game is obviously going to launch onto mobile devices eventually as well. So yeah, take that how you will. If you weren't already aware after last week's Weekly Byte of MMORPG news, then let me remind you. Gameforge is releasing the next large update for Aion, Update 7.0. It brings with it a lot of new content, but mainly the new Painter class. It is a very unique looking class, honestly, and I don't know, it almost feels a little out of touch with the theme of the game, but nevertheless, I am still excited to hopefully get the opportunity to jump in and see what the new class plays like and even potentially run the new content. So for those of you wanting for new content in Aion, or more specifically the European version of Aion, then you don't have long to wait. And that covers the majority of MMO related news that I was made aware of over the last week. If you know of anything that I missed, feel free to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram with the link to the article so I can talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.